Hello friends, welcome in Baba Haula. For 3-hour video, search in YouTube Baba Haula. Are you new or new viewers in Baba Haula? Please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for never miss any video.
Are you looking to step up from a 150cc motorcycle? Well, in that case, you must have looked at the 250cc segment and felt that it's a little bit of a no man's land. Because they aren't as wallet friendly as the 200s, but they aren't as exciting or as premium as the 300s or the 390 either. But could the Suzuki Gixxer SF 250 be the one that changes this space from being a no man's land to being every man's or every boy's dream? Let's go straight to the heart of the matter. The new engine is a 250cc oil-cooled engine. Don't write it off, sign it off just on that basis. Not just yet. I'm going to give you some headlines about it. It's an all-new engine that Suzuki has developed specifically for India. And that oil cooling system, it is so efficient that the block of the engine, the head, do not need fins. It's like a liquid-cooled engine on that front. It's so cool apparently that Suzuki has filed several patents for it. In its space, the SF250 is offering the best power to weight ratio. In fact, the only 250 with a better figure on that front is the 250 Duke, but that's not fair, and that would be unfair. But talking about power, this makes 26.5 PS of power, which is the same as Honda CBR250R, which is liquid cooled. And well, this packs in 6 PS more than the Phaser 25 from Yamaha. Oil cooling has helped make the motorcycle lighter. Suzuki tell us that this 250cc engine is in fact 1.4 kilograms lighter than the 200 engine from KTM. And well, it is 6 kilos lighter, this motorcycle, than the CBR250R, but it is 4 kilos heavier than the Phaser 25. In fact, the power delivery is so smooth, it's almost a bit too calm on that front, which is why it doesn't feel all that exciting in the way it performs. But everything that it's got, the engine feels adequately smooth, the gearbox really slick, so it is coming across as a real mature package. And I'm going somewhere with this. Watch out. You see, the Gixxer SF150 sets such a high benchmark on this front that its elder brother, the SF250, will have to do better. Or at least as well. But how? Now, to go along with that bigger engine, the SF also needs a bigger frame, a beefier frame. It isn't a trellis or a twin spar. It is the diamond type, but it is more robust than before. Interestingly, it is also shared with the SF150, but the geometry for the front end is different. This is sharper, has less trail as well, to give it that added bit of agility. And like the 150, you get regular 41mm telescopic forks up front. There are no pedal discs or radial calipers, but you do get dual channel ABS on the 250. And if you look at the rear, there's a box section swing arm, which is 5mm longer than the one on the 150. Apart from the bar ends, there's another interesting way of distinguishing the 250 from the 150, and that's the tires. The 250 wears radials, and the rear wears a 150/60 profile radial. Expectations are high from this for another reason as well. Ruyo, R-Y-U-Y-O. Google it. And if you find something about this secret of Suzuki's, let us know in the comments below. Now, it's time for track time. It's clear, the SF250 has its own personality. It isn't hyper like the SF150, which is just super agile, ever willing to turn into any corner at any speed, and it's a lot of fun that way. The SF250 seems a bit more mature. It seems to be putting a bit more thought into the way it goes into a corner, and the rider needs to adapt. And once you do, you find that it is a confidence-inspiring and smooth motorcycle, especially through long sweeping bends. And of course, along with that bigger powertrain that it has, it also has the punch to make it that much more exciting. Yes, it could have been sportier and it would have been more fun, but in the real world, more people might enjoy this over a variety of conditions. One thing I did not like though were the brakes. They were a bit inconsistent in terms of the feel and the ABS intervention, which was a bit of a downer, especially braking at the end of the long straights here at the BIC. But nonetheless, it's clear the SF250 is bringing a different flavor to the Suzuki showroom, but now it's time to see whether it's bringing the sensible quotient for daily use. The SF250 is going to fit into the urban grind just fine. The engine, it's got torque from low RPM, it's smooth, so much so that you can shift up gears early and just cruise along. And which is interesting because when you head out onto the highway, you will find that you'll be able to sit at triple-digit speeds calmly. Although that small windscreen, how well does it deflect wind at triple-digit speeds is something we'll have to wait and find out when we get this bike for a test. Another thing we're going to have to check for tourers is the range, because this tank is the smallest in the class at 12 liters. And Suzuki has shared claimed fuel efficiency figures, but yeah, we're going to wait for our real-world test for that as well. And clue number 3 about the attitude of the SF, in the accessories list, Suzuki is offering a charging point here, a 12-volt socket for the SF, and saddlebags as well. Well, the sporty looking motorcycle won't make you a captive of sportiness because, well, despite the clip-on handlebars, the seating position is actually quite comfortable. You could use this every day without getting aches and pains. And the seat height at 800 millimeters, it isn't the lowest in the class. But even somebody like me who's 5'6" can get both feet down flat. And well, when it comes to ride quality, we only rode it on the racetrack here, but over the curves, it felt quite accommodating. So the SF250 seems like it's an everyday bike for every man. So while we want a motorcycle to be an everyday motorcycle, we're also romantics. We want it to look sporty, and sporty means fully fared. And this Suzuki wears its Gixxer SF name with pride. Look at the headlamp. It's got LED low beam, LED high beam, and the design, well, why don't you tell us in the comments what you think about it? I'm on the fence here, and Suzuki said that this design is clearly not inspired from any of the existing big bikes. That I can confirm. Now, as we've come to expect from Suzuki, quality is pretty much spot on. You look at the paint finish here, this is a matte finish for the silver and for the black, the two colors that the Gixxer SF250 is offered in currently. It looks really well done. And that aside, you look at the instrument cluster, that's a new unit because it has a blue backlight now. It's still that digital layout that we've seen on the Gixxer 150, but this is different. The only thing I find a bit strange here in terms of design is this windscreen, which is really quite short and feels especially so when you're looking at it from here, from the rider's viewpoint.
ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों के पास हमारे वीडियो पहुंचा दीजिए और हमारे साथ जुड़े रहने के लिए, हमारे वीडियो को बार बार आकर देखने के लिए दिल से आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।